Comments are a fantastic tool in Power BI for having a conversation about a report inside the report itself, to keep the conversation tightly bound with the actual asset or document that you're thinking about. So right here, I'm in the Demo Tutorials app. I'm in the Tutorial report, and specifically, I'm on the Comments page or tab, right? And let's say that I'm sort of clicking around here. I click on bikes, and then I click on Europe, right? And I notice there's this big spike in sales there on Q4 of 2017. Now, I might want to have a conversation with somebody about that maybe knows a little bit more about it than myself. I could head over to Outlook and send an email, but it might be nice to have a conversation here inside the report. And the way that I could do that is to come up here to the top left and find comments and click on this, right? So here in the comment section, I will see basically a threaded conversation about this particular page of this report. So if I click in here, I could say, hey, why is sales spiking in 2018? 2018. And if I hit enter, it'll go ahead and it'll post it. And that's okay. That's not too bad. There's my name. And somebody could reply to it there, but somebody has to know to come in here to this report and look at the comments before they can reply to them, obviously, right? So what if I want to sort of not ping somebody, what if I sort of want to tap somebody on the shoulder and say, hey, come look at this report, come answer this question for me. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete that comment, right? And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come over here to the actual visual that I think is interesting, right? And rather than clicking on comments up here, I'm going to click on the ellipsis and do open comments. And when I do, notice how it spotlights that particular visual. Now I head over here to the comment section, right? And rather than just typing in, why is sales spiking in 2018, I'm going to prefix it with an @ So I'm going to do @ and I'm going to start typing in a coworker's name. So I'm going to type in Greg, right? There's my coworkers whose name starts with Greg. I'm going to double click on Greg Petrosian, I guess single click. And I'm going to say, hey, Greg, why is sales spiking in 2018? By the way, this comment is part of a video demo because Greg is on vacation right now, and I don't want him actually coming to this report. He's supposed to be on vacation. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and @ Greg, right? And when I hit post, right, not only do I have this post here in the comment section, right, Greg gets an email saying, hey, by the way, you've been mentioned in this report, and they get a little link that'll bring them right to this comment so they could sort of see what I'm talking about. And also, this bit's kind of important. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and hit close, right? If I head up to the comment section, right, if I actually click on this little bookmark right here, right, this will apply all of the filtering and spotlighting that were in place when I added that thread of the conversation. So when Greg comes in here, he says, well, wait, spiking, I guess, let's turn these guys off. Let's say that they don't see the big spike in 2018. Maybe they're thinking about that. If Greg comes in here and clicks on this little bookmark icon, it'll say, well, what was Brian looking at, right, when he said, why is sales spiking? Oh, this is nice and quite obvious what he's talking about. And then Greg could click here and reply to that bit of the conversation, right? Now, just so you can see what this looks like from an email point of view, I'm going to head over here. I'm going to make another post, right? And I'm going to say we have a little service account that I'm going to use. So I'm going to say, hey, @ demo user, why is sales so good in the UK? Just so you can see what this looks like, okay? So @ demo user, why is sales so good in the UK? I'm going to go ahead and click post, right? And if I head over, I've got another instance of Chrome open, right? And if I head over here, this should be that same dyad user. Now, if you notice, they don't have a lot of emails because it's a service account. I'm going to go ahead and hit refresh. Mine's in, it is in the focus mode. See, they get this email. It says, Brian Grant mentioned you. They click on the email. It says, Brian Grant mentioned you with a comment in tutorial. Go ahead and open comments. So this other user gets this email, and they say, I wonder what Brian's talking about. They click open comments. It takes them right to that report and right to the comment section, and it even automatically applies the bookmark. So that other user can come in here and say, Brian, I know, but I'm not going to tell you. right? And because they've added me, I'll get an email saying, hey, by the way, this service user replied to you with a conversation. And we could sort of have this conversation here inside the report. And that way we could also track sort of over time what people are talking about inside these reports. Keeps everything nice and organized.